The U.S. Coast Guard seized more than 10,000 kilos of narcotics, and the Secretary of Homeland Security announced that the Trump administration was on track to seize more narcotics in 4 years than the prior administration seized in 8. The White House director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy met up with One America News at the White House. Christina Bobb has that report from Washington.
The director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy, Jim Carroll, praises the efforts of the men and women working to combat the drug crisis in our country. This administration's policies have focused on efforts on correcting the problems that lead many Americans to suffer from drug addiction.
We were with the United States Coast Guard out on the West Coast when they unloaded 10 tons of cocaine that was interdicted at sea. And it was great. It was a joint effort between the U.S. Coast Guard, the Department of Defense, Drug Enforcement Agency, Department of Homeland Security. It was a complete government approach coming together as one to make sure that we could stop these dangerous drugs from coming into the U.S. As you know, the president is committed to saving lives, and this is one of the ways that we're doing it, is by stopping these drugs before they hit U.S. shore. And that's true whether they're coming from South America, whether they're coming from Mexico, or whether they're coming from China.
Director Carroll emphasized the administration's 3 lines of efforts: interdiction, prevention, and treatment. The administration has had recent successes in interdiction.
As the principal drug advisor to the president, I can tell you we're simultaneously engaged in 3 efforts. The first effort is what we just spoke of. It's interdiction. It's stopping these drugs from coming in, making sure that they're not on the streets. We're very concerned about some of the drugs that we're seeing rising during this pandemic. That's why the president announced a surge off the Atlantic, working with the Department of Defense. That's why we're building the wall, because border security is national security, and we're keeping these drugs out from that way as well.
Prevention and treatment complete the initiatives, and Director Carroll states that this administration has spent more money on prevention than any prior administration.
What we're also doing is making sure that we're spending more money and time on prevention than ever before. No other administration has spent this much money on prevention, targeting children, those at risk from going down this path. And then with this month, September being National Recovery Month, we're focused on that. And we've been with the First Lady last week doing events. This Thursday, the First Lady and I will be in New Hampshire together at a hospital for children who are born with an addiction already in place because the birth mother has an addiction. These children need love and care. That's what the First Lady is doing. That's what this administration is doing.
The First Lady has also focused on efforts on combating the drug crisis and is working closely with Director Carroll's team to amplify their effort.
So we're doing all 3 efforts. We're making sure that we're getting treatment to people that need it. We're spending money and time and attention on children, making sure that they hear the message about the danger of drugs. And then, of course, we're supporting the men and women of law enforcement at the federal, state, and local level.
Director Carroll emphasized that the administration continues its efforts to combat drug trafficking, despite the call to defund the police. He confirms this administration strongly opposes that call and supports law enforcement.
I'll be heading to Minnesota this afternoon. We'll be doing an event with local law enforcement there, making sure that they know the president supports what they do. We defend the police. That is our role here, is to make sure that they have the tools and resources as well as the support and prayers of the American people. That's what we're focused in on in Minnesota. And then at the end of the week, we'll be seeking out these mothers and babies who need help and need treatment.
Director Carroll emphasized the message that the Trump administration would like the American people to know about this initiative.
People need to understand the president's commitment to saving lives. That's what the president's goal is. Our national drug control strategy has one main metric, and that is saving lives.
As the director mentioned, he will be traveling with the First Lady in coming days, and we will hear more updates. I'm Christina Bobb from One America News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.